What's up, you guys? My name is Trey, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to customize your clothing through hand painting. I'm actually wearing a jacket that I customized myself, so today I'm going to be walking you guys through those different steps, different materials you need, and just basic information to make sure that your design holds up. I actually have my own small business, Covert Artist, on Instagram, in which I hand paint clothing for my clients. So let's go ahead and get into it. This is actually a jacket that I just finished up for one of my clients. It's a Muhammad Ali piece. So I'm going to show you guys how I did that. Okay, so I am currently in the laundry room of my house. I'm about to pull my client's jacket out of the dryer. It is always a good practice to wash your clothes prior to painting. What happens is when they're produced, if you buy them new, when they're produced in those factories and stuff, they get coated with this substance that we can't feel, but it's definitely there. And this substance makes it a lot harder for the paint to adhere to it. And then once you finish painting, if you try and wash the jacket, it might not stick as well. So it's always a good practice to wash your clothing prior to painting. All right, let's go back upstairs. Okay, now that our clothing item is washed, it is ready for the first step of the customization process. The first step for me is the outline. Before I start any design, I always do a quick sketch on the clothing item that I'm doing of what the final product is going to look like. And what this allows me to do, it allows me to, get a feel for the design itself. If I'm making mistakes when I'm doing this outline, I can easily correct them. If I go straight to painting, it makes it a lot harder to fix those mistakes. So here's an example of an outline that I just finished up for a client. This isn't the project that I'm going to be working on with you guys in this video, but it is, just a quick little example of what an outline would look like. For the jacket that I'm working on, it's this one, and I'm gonna pop up a little, picture right here of what the client wants me to do for her jacket. She wants a clock, like a melting clock concept, and it's gonna have words on the top and bottom that says "Time will not erase me." So what I'm about to do now is do a quick sketch of that picture I just showed you guys. All right, let's do it. Okay, so after our quick sketch, this is what the back of the jacket is looking like, and it looks pretty good. I left out some of the details because they're gonna get, taken away when I do the first layer of paint. But yeah, this is what she wanted, and this is what I went ahead and put on the jacket. So now we are ready to put our first layer of white over the jacket. Putting a layer of white really helps, especially when you have darker colors that you're painting on, because if you do like a light color like a yellow or something, it's going to get absorbed by that dark color and it's not going to look right. So putting a base layer of white and then painting that color on top really helps. So that's what we're going to do next. Okay, so real quick, before we start painting, let's talk about materials. So what do you need if you're going to be customizing your clothing? You're of course going to need your paintbrushes. These can be picked up from any arts and crafts store. I got these from Walmart actually. The sizing of the brush depends on the type of work that you're doing. So if you're doing a design that has a lot of detail work that's small, you're probably going to want smaller brush sizes. If you're doing a larger design that covers a lot of surface area, then of course you're going to want a broader brush. As far as the type of paint to get, there are a lot of different categories of paint. There's acrylic paints, there's oil paints, there's watercolors, and then there's fabric paint. So for clothing customizations, we want fabric paint. Fabric paint is washing machine safe. If you try and use something like acrylic paint, more than likely it's gonna fade, it's gonna come off in the washing machine. We want fabric paint. As far as brands, there's a lot of different brands out there. If you're just, at the basic level, if you can go up to Walmart, they have fabric paint. Tulip brand is pretty decent. Of course it's not as high quality as something like Angelus paint brand. This is one that a lot of professionals use, and it's really good quality. But yeah, just as far as quality goes, the cheaper paints, they'll get the job done, they'll resist, the washing machine and everything, but over time they may begin to fade and the colors aren't as vibrant, in my opinion. It is also good to keep a cup of water beside you when you're painting, as well as some napkins. So if you ever change your colors or need to step away, you can, swish your brush around in the water and then dry it out on the napkin. If you just leave the paint on the tip of it, it's going to get stiff, and then you're not going to be able to use it for future projects. So now we are ready to add our first layer of white onto our jacket. Let's do it. Alright guys, this is the final product of our jacket customization. Looks pretty good, matches the reference photo pretty well, so I'm proud of that. But yeah, continue to keep working on your craft, guys. Anybody can do this, it just takes a little bit of practice. Thank you guys for your time, and I hope to see your creations. Thank you.